And welcome back into KYNTV. My name is Tehl Tanner here up in Brookings, South Dakota, bringing you Game 3 of the South Dakota American Legion State Class A Senior Baseball Tournament. We're going to have a winner here in a couple of days in the 2024 tournament edition. First off, let's go through the game that we're about to see. It's the 1-8 game. Harrisburg Gold, post 45, going to be the 1 seed facing the 8 seed Brandon Valley, post 131. That is the upcoming game. We have had 2 games so far today. Sioux Falls East, post 15, that ended up falling 2-4 to Watertown, post 17. That was the 4-5 matchup. The 5 seed won it. Watertown won in 7 innings, 4-2. And then the game that just finished up a little over a half hour ago, a wild 10-inning game. 3 extra innings it took, but Renner does get past Yankton. The 3 seed nearly got upset by the 6 there in the tournament, but 7-6 in 10 innings was the final score. Renner over Yankton. That takes us to Game 3, Harrisburg Gold and Brandon Valley. The final game tonight will be Rapid City post 22 and Brookings post 74. That one is scheduled to start around 7 p.m. We've got starting lineups going on out on the field. Let's go ahead and go through our 9 for each team. We'll start it off with the 1 seed, Harrisburg Gold, who will be the home team on the scoreboard in this broadcast. Started off with the pitcher, Eli Kokenge, number 12. He'll also be batting 5th in the lineup. The catcher, Max Carlson, will be batting 2nd. The first baseman, Jack Riley, will be the leadoff batter. The second baseman, Carter Gronseth, will bat 9th. Shortstop today going to be covered by Maddox Shearer, who is number 17, batting 3rd in the lineup. The third baseman going to be Noah Boucher, batting 6th, number 16. Number 15, Tegan Muntz, out in left field, will bat 4th. In center field is Cohen Cook. He wears number 8, and he's out in center. And then Palmer Boyd will bat 7th. He is in right field. Cohen Cook in center once again. That is your starting lineup for Harrisburg Gold, post 45. Let's go to Brandon Valley, post 131. We'll roll through the batting order and give you their positions. Started off with the leadoff batter, Chase Leary, who will be out in right field. Batting 2nd is Brayden Knutson. He is the second baseman. Aiden Zur is going to be your shortstop today, batting 3rd. Rylan Carroll will bat 4th. He is your third baseman. Jackson Adams bats 5th. He's behind home plate as the catcher. Brighton Stroh will be out in left field, batting 6th. Drake Jelma is your DH, batting 7th. Max Peters bats 8th. He's at first base, and Nolan Pudwell in center field will bat 9th. And now let's take it to the PA as we remove our hats. We'll have the anthem up in a moment, but first we'll have the pledge.
To be followed by our national anthem. To recite the code, a member of the South Dakota State American Legion Athletic Commission from Sioux Falls, Mr. Randy Miller.
Gentlemen, play hard and remember your sportsmanship. Look after each other. Repeat after me. I will keep the rules. I will keep faith with my teammates. Keep my temper. Keep my pride under in victory. Keep a sound soul, a clean mind, and a healthy body.
And now to perform our Star-Spangled Banner, Kathy Strand.
Oh, seek and mercy by the dawn's early light, what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. glare. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Third time we get to hear that beautiful song today. We'll do it once more for the final game of the night. We're spacing games out today every 3 hours, and you can catch all of the games of this tournament, all 14 or 15, depending on how many we have in the championship series, right here on KYNTV. Myself, Bryce Ladwig, Brayden, Butler, going to be some of the voices you're going to be hearing throughout the week. Once again, my name is Tehl Tanner. This is KYNTV. We just went through our starting lineups. Brought to you today, or our bracket review and our starters brought to you by Hampton Inn & Suites by Hilton, located next to I-29, a mile from Dana J. Dykehouse Stadium and the SDSU campus, and a 2-minute drive to conventions and events at the Swiffle Center. You can start your day with a free hot breakfast. I did that this morning. You can work from your room with free Wi-Fi. I did that last night. And relax in the indoor pool. I did that last night, too. I'm checking all the boxes here. All at the Hampton Inn & Suites by Hilton in Brookings, the official state tournament hotel partner. Once again, you are watching the Senior Legion State Tournament on KYNTV. Harrisburg Gold going to be out in the outfield to start off this ball game. Once again, it's Eli Kokenge on the mound to start this one off. Now, if you're a fan of KYNTV, you watched this tournament last year, you'll remember a lot of these names from the state champion Harrisburg Gold team. They were incredible, and Kokenge in the infield was making plays, and on the mound was one of the absolute best players of the tournament. No doubt about that. You'll remember a lot of the names from this Harrisburg Gold team. And then you've got the underdog in this matchup. This is a 1-8 game once again. The 1 seed versus the 8 seed. Brandon Valley, post 131, coming into this one, taking on the 1 seed. A very, very good Harrisburg Gold team. And we are ready to roll. Chase Leary going to be the leadoff batter for Brandon Valley. He is going to be out in right field today in the bottom of the inning. But for the moment, here is the first pitch of Game 3. Bit outside, it's ball 1 from Kokenge, working on Leary as we are underway. Second pitch incoming, just outside as well, ball 2. First 2 miss for Kokenge. The 1-0, swing and miss. The 2-0, swing and miss for strike 1 here. So 2-1 count. No outs. First batter up in the ballgame. Swing and miss for strike 2. It's a 2-2 count. Leadoff batter of Game 3 here in the Legion State Tournament, Class A. The 2-2. Just got a piece of that one for a foul ball. Stay alive in the at-bat will Leary. Chase Leary, 93 at-bats this year. .312 batting average. Leadoff hitter for Brandon Valley. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Swing and miss, strike 3. First up, first down for Eli Kokenge, the starting pitcher for Harrisburg Gold. First pitch of the next batter up. Strike 1, just caught the corner there. 0-1 count with 1 down to start. This is Brayden Knutson now. Got that one up in the air, going out towards center, and the running catch will not be made. Goes over the head of the center fielder. That's a double to start things off for Brandon Valley. 1 down in the inning, and now a man on second in scoring position already. Post 131, starting things off strong. Bring up Aiden Zur. This is the shortstop, batting third in the lineup, now with a man in scoring position. Foul ball off the bat to start off this one. Aiden Zur batting .333 on the season. Knutson, by the way, batting .370. Zur takes his second pitch, strike two, now in an 0-2 hole, down in the count with a runner on second. The 0-2 pitch from Kokenj. Just got that outside corner for strike three. Zur can't believe it. Didn't like the call, but he is out. That is 2 strikeouts so far for Kokenj. Fourth batter up, Rylan Carroll. Took a strike on the first pitch. 0-1 count with 2 down. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Low and outside. Still a man in scoring position for Brandon Valley, but now Harrisburg Gold with 2 outs on the board has a chance to end the inning without any damage done. We are just at the top of the first inning here. Just began game 3. We're a little bit late after a 10-inning game 2. Ends with Renner over Yankton by 1 run. 7-6 was your final. 2-1 count now after another pitch from Kokenj with 2 down in the inning. Runner on second for Brandon Valley. Kokenj fires. It's going to be drilled out to left field, and the left fielder will bring it into the glove. Harrisburg Gold will end the inning with a catch out in left from Tegan Muntz. My name's Tehl Tanner. This is KYNT. You are watching the Senior Legion State Tournament on KYNTV. Let's go ahead and take a break. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Turn your clutter into cash right now at Brookings Auto Mall. Over the last few years, we've all purchased big-ticket items that are starting to collect dust. RVs, campers, motorcycles, side-by-sides, firearms, snowmobiles. We'll take anything in on trade. We will buy out your lease or loan with no penalties. Putting cash in your pocket has never been easier. Break free from those payments and let Brookings Auto Mall clean out your clutter. Visit Brookings Auto Mall today for a quick appraisal and take advantage of our record inventory. Always open at brookingsautomall.com.
What's your big picture?
To keep our main streets thriving.
To help end hunger.
To provide hospitality beyond expectation.
To remain an industry leader.
If business success is in your big picture, First Bank & Trust simplifies banking so you can stay focused on what matters most.
To keep vets all over the world looking this good.
Find out how First Bank & Trust makes growing your business easier at bankeasy.com.
Alrighty, back here on KYNTV. Baseball fans, you're listening to the American Legion State Class A Senior Baseball Tournament up in Brookings, South Dakota. We're at Bob Shelden Field here, home of Brookings. We've got a lot going on this week, I tell you what. This is day 1 of 5 that we're going to have. We're here till Saturday, Championship Saturday, always around the corner. This is just game 3 of a possible 14 or 15 that we will be covering here in town. All of them, every pitch, every hit, every home run, right here on KYNTV. We've already had 2 games finished today once again. Watertown over Sioux Falls East, post 15. 4-2, and Renner over Yankton 7-6. This is game 3. Game 4 coming up tonight at 7. Rapid City post 22 versus Brookings, the home team. And now Brandon Valley on the mound to get rolling in this one. Carter Labrie will be pitching. Jack Riley leading off for Harrisburg, and that will be a strike delivered on the first pitch. So an 0-1 count to start things off. Riley, who is the first baseman for post 45, now batting. He's going to drill this one out towards right field, back towards the big fly zone, but not going to go over the fence. It is caught out in right by Chase Leary. Bank easy, big fly zone way out there. Nobody's hit it over the fence so far today. We have yet to have our first home run, likely due to the headwind that we are getting. We are getting wind coming from the outfield toward home plate today. Little bit going left, maybe from center field towards first base is where it's coming in. And another high infield fly with one out on the board. It's going to be brought in by the second baseman. That is out number 2, both flyouts for Harrisburg. Max Carlson, that was, flew out to second. Brayden Knudsen with the catch. Maddox Shear is batting. First pitch for him, very inside. Nearly clipped the batter. Be a 1-0 count with 2 down. We're in the bottom of the first inning, scoreless so far. Another low pitch will make it 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs in the bottom of the first. 1-8 matchup here in Game 3. The 2-7 coming up at 7. The 2-0 pitch. Out towards right field again. We could have our third fly out, and 1-2-3 goes Harrisburg. Caught out and right by Leary. That will do it for the first inning of play. Brought to you by First Bank & Trust, is proud to support the 2024 American Legion State Tournament and wish the best of luck to all the competing athletes. Find out how First Bank & Trust helps you bank easier. Bankeasy.com or visit them at 526th Street in Brookings. Let's take 60 seconds back for the second inning after this.
What's your big picture?
To actually have savings in my savings.
To pay at the pump.
To make life easier.
To spend less. Wait, to make more.
If making the most of your time and money is in your big picture, First Bank & Trust has you covered with award-winning customer service and local experts.
To keep having fun.
Oh, to keep up with her.
Find out how First Bank & Trust helps you bank easier at bankeasy.com.
Turn your clutter into cash right now at Brookings Auto Mall. Over the last few years, we've all purchased big-ticket items that are starting to collect dust. RVs, campers, motorcycles, side-by-sides, firearms, snowmobiles. We'll take anything in on trade. We will buy out your lease or loan with no penalties. Putting cash in your pocket has never been easier. Break free from those payments and let Brookings Auto Mall clean out your clutter. Visit Brookings Auto Mall today for a quick appraisal and take advantage of our record inventory. Always open at brookingsautomall.com.
Back here in Brookings, South Dakota at Bob Shelden Field for Game 3 of the 2024 Class A Senior Baseball Tournament, the American Legion. Once again, my name is Tehl Tanner. I'll be keeping you company through the duration of this broadcast. We will have a new man in the booth coming up for Game 4. Here's the first pitch of the second inning. Going to be strike one delivered from Eli Coken. She's versus Jackson Adams. Had to give Brayden Butler a bit of a break on the mic after covering those first 2 games for us. Gotta love that guy's voice on KYNTV, but you can't do all of them. Otherwise, we need him covering 15 games, not just 4 today. We gotta give those vocals a rest. We're gonna be switching in and out broadcasters throughout the tournament as we have a foul ball to left field off the bat of Adams. You're gonna hear a lot of different voices, including myself, Bryce Ladwig, Brayden Butler, and a surprise final guest coming in for Game 4 tonight. Going to be very fun. A 1-2 is the count here, starting off for the second inning. Jackson Adams bats 5th in the lineup. Brandon Valley did get a hit, got a man on base, and their second man up. Brayden Knudsen hit a double into center. He was left on base. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Outside. Full count. Full count pitch from Kokenge. Foul ball. Adams stays alive. Full count pitch, part 2. Strike 3 delivered. That's 1 down in the inning. Kokenge gets the first batter up to start both the first and second innings. Stroh will now step up to bat. Brayden Stroh takes strike 1 on the first pitch. This is Brayden Stroh. Interesting name, B-R-Y-T-O-N. I like it. 0-1. Make it 0-2. Swing and miss. Went low for that one. 1 down in the inning. Kokenge on the mound. Here's the 0-2 pitch in the top of the second. Strike 3, got him swinging. Kokenge has 4 so far. His first, third, fifth, and sixth batters faced today. 4 of his first 6 batters. The other one did have a double, but was left on base, and the final one flew out to left. Drake Jelema now up to bat. This is the designated hitter for Brandon Valley. First pitch outside, gets by the catcher there. Nobody on base. Catcher today is Max Carlson for Harrisburg Gold. Jelema takes a 1-0 pitch. Foul ball. Make it a 1-1 count now. Once again, we're in the top of the second here on KYNTV. No score so far. Only 1 hit in the ball game in the first inning from Brandon Valley. The 1-1. Swing and miss, strike 2. Now down in the count with 2 down in the inning. 1-2 for Drake Jelema. This is the designated hitter, batting 7th in the lineup. Here's the pitch. Outside, make it a 2-2. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Swing and miss, strike 3. Perfect inning for Kokenge. 1, 2, 3. Batters step up and strikes out all of them. That'll do for the top of the second. We go to the bottom of the second for the Harrisburg Gold Bats. Now back in 60 seconds on KYNTV.
Turn your clutter into cash right now at Brookings Auto Mall. Over the last few years, we've all purchased big-ticket items that are starting to collect dust. RVs, campers, motorcycles, side-by-sides, firearms, snowmobiles. We'll take anything in on trade. We will buy out your lease or loan with no penalties. Putting cash in your pocket has never been easier. Break free from those payments and let Brookings Auto Mall clean out your clutter. Visit Brookings Auto Mall today for a quick appraisal and take advantage of our record inventory. Always open at brookingsautomall.com.
What's your big picture?
To keep our main streets thriving.
To help end hunger.
To provide hospitality beyond expectation.
To remain an industry leader.
If business success is in your big picture, First Bank and Trust simplifies banking so you can stay focused on what matters most.
To keep vets all over the world looking this good.
Find out how First Bank and Trust makes growing your business easier at bankeasy.com.
Back for the bottom of the second, no score thus far. We've had a really interesting last couple of innings of baseball, not just in this game, but in the game before as well. As this game started off once again with this day started off with a 10-inning game 2, Renner over Yankton. But it was a scoreless game for quite a while as we have a foul ball to right field to start off the bottom of the second. That score, there was no score since the 6th inning. So 7, 8, 9, 10. We had 1 run. Now 1 and 2 here. We've had 6 innings of baseball in the last about hour and a half with 1 run that we have had come in. 1-1 is the count. We check in with Tegan Muntz, who's out in left field today for Harrisburg, batting in the 4 spot. Here's the 1-1 count. Foul ball. Muntz is a 1-2 count here, batting 4th in the lineup. Harrisburg went 1-2-3, all flyouts in the first inning. Swing and miss, strikeout. Carter Labrie gets his first. Labrie once again on the mound here for Brandon Valley. Kokenge, the pitcher for Harrisburg, now going to drill one straight into the shortstop, throw over to first base, got him in time. The shortstop makes the play. That's Aiden Zer. Grounder to short will do it for Kokenge, and that's 2 outs in the inning. Noah Boucher now up to bat. Third baseman. 2 outs on the board. Labrie throws his first pitch of the at-bat. Strike 1 down the middle. Oh, 1 count here with 2 down. Out to left field. This one will drop for a base hit. Harrisburg Gold gets their first man on base today. Comes in the bottom of the 2nd inning. A little single here from Noah Boucher. Palmer Boyd will step up to bat. He's the right fielder. Two down in the inning. The pitch from Labrie. Little hopper straight to the pitcher, throw over to first. That's the 3rd out of the inning. We go to 3 with no score. Brought to you by Brookings Auto Mall. Turn your clutter into cash right now at Brookings Auto Mall. They will take anything in on trade and will buy out your lease or loan without penalties. Putting cash in your pocket has never been easier. Break free from those payments and let Brookings Auto Mall clear your clutter. Visit Brookings Auto Mall today for a quick appraisal and take advantage of their record inventory. Always open at brookingsautomall.com. No score. We go to the 3rd, back in 60 seconds.
What's your big picture?
To actually have savings in my savings.
To pay at the pump.
To make life easier.
To spend less. Wait, to make more.
If making the most of your time and money is in your big picture, First Bank & Trust has you covered with award-winning customer service and local experts.
To keep having fun.
Oh, to keep up with her.
Find out how First Bank & Trust helps you bank easier at bankeasy.com.
Turn your clutter into cash right now at Brookings Auto Mall. Over the last few years, we've all purchased big-ticket items that are starting to collect dust. RVs, campers, motorcycles, side-by-sides, firearms, snowmobiles. We'll take anything in on trade. We will buy out your lease or loan with no penalties. Putting cash in your pocket has never been easier. Break free from those payments and let Brookings Auto Mall clean out your clutter. Visit Brookings Auto Mall today for a quick appraisal and take advantage of our record inventory. Always open at brookingsautomall.com.
Begin the 3rd inning of play. Harrisburg will fire a pitch. It's going to be drilled out past the 2nd baseman, and we've got a man on to start off the 3rd inning for Brandon Valley. Max Peters starts this one off with a single. Little grounder that just got past 2nd. Nolan Pudwill, who bats in the 9-hole, now up. No outs on the board. 1 pitch, 1 hit for Brandon Valley. Foul ball, showing bunt there was Nolan Pudwill. Overall field conditions once again today, 89 degrees right at the moment with sunny skies here in Brookings. And we do have a turf infield. You always add 5 to 10 degrees for turf. It's got to be about 100 down there for these players. It is a hot one, day one of this tournament. Showing bunt again. This one's going to stay fair. The pitcher will pick it up, throw to first. Light throw, but it gets there in time. Out number one, the sacrifice bunt works. Max Peters is in scoring position on second. Chase Leary now up to bat again. Right fielder, this is the leadoff batter. He was struck out in his first at-bat today. So we've gone the full 9. We're in the third inning. Brandon Valley, we're in the top of the inning. No score so far. Brandon Valley does have 2 hits to Harrisburg's 1. Strike pitch thrown from Eli Kokenge. There's a little bit of wind today once again, coming in from the southeast that is from center towards third about. A little bit left, but mostly just coming in. Gusts of about 15. Check swing. Strike either way. 0-2 count with 1 down and a man in scoring position for the leadoff batter in Leary. .02 pitch. Ball. Close one. One-two count with 1 down. Check to swing, but not in time. That's strike 3. 2 outs. Leary will strike out in both of his first 2 plate appearances today. Brayden Knutson put one into center field and stood on second after his first plate appearance. Got that double. Now he has a man on second. He can bring him home with a good hit here. Throw goes past the pitcher over to second, but runner returns in time either way. Ball 1. One-0 count here. Foul ball down the right field line. Return and a 1-1 count with 2 outs. Left-handed batter here, Brayden Knutson. Trying to take the lead is Brandon Valley. No scores so far. He's going to hit this one straight to the second baseman. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first. That's 3. No score after 2.5 on KYNTV. I'm Tehl Tanner, keeping you company on this Tuesday afternoon. Let's take a break. Back in 60 seconds for the Harrisburg Bats.
Turn your clutter into cash right now at Brookings Auto Mall. Over the last few years, we've all purchased big-ticket items that are starting to collect dust. RVs, campers, motorcycles, side-by-sides, firearms, snowmobiles. We'll take anything in on trade. We will buy out your lease or loan with no penalties. Putting cash in your pocket has never been easier. Break free from those payments and let Brookings Auto Mall clean out your clutter. Visit Brookings Auto Mall today for a quick appraisal and take advantage of our record inventory. Always open at brookingsautomall.com.
What's your big picture?
To keep our main streets thriving.
To help end hunger.
To provide hospitality beyond expectation.
To remain an industry leader.
If business success is in your big picture, First Bank and Trust simplifies banking so you can stay focused on what matters most.
To keep vets all over the world looking this good.
Find out how First Bank and Trust makes growing your business easier at bankeasy.com.
Bottom of the third here on KYNTV. Brought to you by the First Bank and Trust is proud to support the 2024 American Legion State Tournament. Wish the best of luck to all the competing athletes. Find out how First Bank and Trust helps you bank easier at bankeasy.com or visit them at 526th Street in Brookings. Start off this inning with a little infield fly. Catcher does not fire over to first. It was just a little one, popped up and down right in between the mound and home plate, and Cohen Cook stands on first. Cohen Cook, the center fielder, on base to start off the inning. So both Brandon Valley and Harrisburg Gold start off the third inning by getting a man on base after one pitch. For Brandon Valley, they did end up leaving him on base. No score after 2.5. They are still scoreless here. Between the 1 and 8 seed, Harrisburg Gold batting is the 1 seed. Brandon Valley, the 8 seed coming into this tournament. Throw over to first base, trying to pick off Cohen, not going to get him. Carter Grunseth, second baseman batting. He's got an 0-2 hole to start things off, but a runner on first. That goes a long way. The 0-2 pitch. Ball from Carter Labrie, once again on the mound for Brandon Valley. Has 1 strikeout so far in the 8 batters he's faced. 3 flyouts, 2 groundouts, and 2 singles. One got left on base, the other just trying to steal second right now, and will get there. Cohen Cook will steal second after an errant throw from behind home plate. The throw was just to the right a little bit. Cook slides in, and he's now in scoring position. And a 2-2 count for the man at home in Carter Grunseth. We're in the bottom of the third inning. Quick little mound visit. Shortstop and catcher come in to talk with the pitcher, Carter Labrie. Turn to action, the 2-2 pitch incoming with a runner leading off of second. He's going to get a little piece of this one. The pitcher catches it, throws it over to first. 1 out, but they will advance the runner from second to third. Now Jack Riley will step up with 1 out. We're back to the top of the batting order for Harrisburg Gold, post 45. Riley flew out to right in his first trip up here in the bottom of the first inning. Now he has a man in scoring position on third base. Any sort of base hit would just about lead to the first run of this ball game. We are 0-0 in the bottom of the third. 1 out on the board. Both teams playing very good defense. Both pitchers have been having a good day so far. Carter Labrie versus Eli Kokenge. Labrie on the mound at the moment. This one drilled out towards right field, and it's going to drop for a base hit in the first run of this ball game. An RBI single from Jack Riley. Cohen Cook touches home plate. Good crowd here for both of these two. Brandon Valley, a large contingent here. Harrisburg Gold, very good contingent as well. We've had good crowds all day long here at the state tournament. Everybody loves coming out here despite the 90-degree heat. Swing and miss, strike 1 here for Max Carlson in a 1-0 ball game now. Once again, we've had great crowds here today. The 90-degree weather is not deterring the fans. Brookings has an amazing stadium for this, set up specifically to where pretty much the entire grandstands is in shade. We've got an infield fly out towards first base. First baseman tracks it and will not bring it down. It's going to fall. They got to run back to second. Runner was returning, and he's going to be thrown out at second. Jack Riley tried returning to first, but then it was dropped in the infield, so they're going to get him at second. That does mean Maddox Shear is safe at first, however. All right, so Carlson gets that single. Here comes Maddox Shear now. Shear, number 17 here for Harrisburg Gold. Flew out to right field as well in his first trip to the plate. 1-0 count, starting things off from Carter Labrie. This one down the middle, strike one thrown, a 1-1 count with 2 down. We're in the bottom of the third. It's a 1-0 ball game. Harrisburg currently on top of Brandon Valley. Just got that first run to score in this inning. Just 3 batters ago. Throw over to first base, not going to get him in time. It's Max Carlson standing off first. Nobody else on base, just on first. Had a miscommunication in the infield as Jack Riley tried returning to first off an infield fly after he was already on second. It dropped. It was not caught, so he had to get back to second and did not get there in time. He was thrown out. Another ball comes in from Labrie, and we've got a 2-1 count with 2 down. Here's the pitch. Runner's going to go. Throw over to second. Slide in. That was close. They got him. Out number 3. But the damage done. 1-0 is the score. Harrisburg Gold is on top of this ball game. Post 45 leads Post 131. 1-0 after 3. We go to the 4th in 60 seconds. This is KYNTV.
What's your big picture?
To actually have savings in my savings.
To pay at the pump.
To make life easier.
To spend less. Wait, to make more.
If making the most of your time and money is in your big picture, First Bank & Trust has you covered with award-winning customer service and local experts.
To keep having fun.
Oh, to keep up with her.
Find out how First Bank & Trust helps you bank easier at bankeasy.com.
Turn your clutter into cash right now at Brookings Auto Mall. Over the last few years, we've all purchased big-ticket items that are starting to collect dust. RVs, campers, motorcycles, side-by-sides, firearms, snowmobiles. We'll take anything in on trade. We will buy out your lease or loan with no penalties. Putting cash in your pocket has never been easier. Break free from those payments and let Brookings Auto Mall clean out your clutter. Visit Brookings Auto Mall today for a quick appraisal and take advantage of our record inventory. Always open at brookingsautomall.com.
Back on site here in Brookings after 3. It's 1-0 Harrisburg over Brandon Valley. We go to the 4th inning here on KYNTV in a pretty fast-moving game. It is currently 4:56 p.m. Central Time. This game didn't get started until about 20 after. So we're, what is that, 45 minutes into this game, just about. Once again, the last game went to 10 innings, so we had a little bit of a delay, but now this one moving quick. Started off with Eli Kokenge on the mound. He'll fire his first pitch low for ball 1 against Brandon Valley. It's Aiden Zur out here to start things off in the 4th inning. One count here after another pitch. Out towards center field. That's going to drop for another base hit for Brandon Valley. That'll be the 3rd hit of the game. They've had one in in 3 of their 4 innings, but they haven't been able to bring one home yet. They've been left on base a couple of times. 3 hits, no runs. We're in the 4th inning, but another leadoff hit for Post 131. Rylan Carroll now batting. Carroll, the 3rd baseman here for Brandon Valley. Strike thrown. We're at the top of the fourth. Once again, 1-1 count here. Runner leading off of first. Rylan Carroll at the plate as he takes another ball throw from Eli Kokenge out there on the mound for Harrisburg Gold. Zur leads off of first. Here's the 2-1. Inside. Down in the count now is Kokenge in a 3-1. No outs on the board. You don't want to walk here. Put 2 on with no outs, and you lead only by 1 here in the 4th inning. Little grounder straight to the shortstop. Tag second, throws to first, and a double play will turn the tide there for Harrisburg in this half inning. Brandon Valley had a great chance to get a couple men on base. Instead, a double play will clear them, and we've got 2 outs with Jackson Adams stepping up to bat. Jackson Adams was struck out in the 2nd inning. That was his first plate appearance. Takes ball 1 on the outside now from Kokenge. The 1-0. That'll stay fair, I believe. It's going to bounce, and it stayed down the line. Another base hit for Brandon Valley. Harrisburg really thought that was going to go out, but it did stay fair. So a single in the books now for Jackson Adams. Brayden Stroh now steps up. He was struck out as well. The next couple batters are all part of that 2nd inning, perfect inning from Eli Kokenge, where he struck out his first 3 batters to end the inning. First pitch outside for ball 1. He's done that in both the last 2 plate appearances for both Adams and Stroh. First pitch outside ball. Now we've got Adams leading off of first and Stroh taking pitches. 2 outs on the board, 1 on base. 1-0, Harrisburg leads. Brandon Valley batting. Another ball throw here. It's a 2-0 count. We're in the top of the 4th. Game 3 of 4 today. Rapid City post 22 and Brookings post 74. Going to be the nightcap starting at 7. The 2-0 from Kokenge. Got the inside corner that time, or outside corner. 2-1 count. Now with 2 down. Kokenge has 6 strikeouts to start off this game. We're in the top of the 4th. This one's going to be a fly out to left field, back towards the fence. The wind's going to keep it. And read it in the wind, bringing it in, out in left field is Tegan Muntz. That will do it for the inning. Brandon Valley leaves 1 on again for the 3rd time in 4 innings, and a 1-0 score. It will stand. Harrisburg bats coming up in 60 seconds. You're listening to KYNTV's coverage of the South Dakota American Legion State Class A Senior Baseball Tournament.
What's your big picture?
To make a difference.
To love what I do. To put my degree to work.
To have flexibility in my work and my wardrobe.
If managing a meaningful career is in your big picture, First Bank & Trust offers competitive pay, great benefits, and a fun, supportive culture.
So, when can you start?
To apply at First Bank & Trust, visit bankeasy.com/careers.
Turn your clutter into cash right now at Brookings Auto Mall. Over the last few years, we've all purchased big-ticket items that are starting to collect dust. RVs, campers, motorcycles, side-by-sides, firearms, snowmobiles. We'll take anything in on trade. We will buy out your lease or loan with no penalties. Putting cash in your pocket has never been easier. Break free from those payments and let Brookings Auto Mall clean out your clutter. Visit Brookings Auto Mall today for a quick appraisal and take advantage of our record inventory. Always open at brookingsautomall.com.
To the bottom of the fourth we go. This game today brought to you by Brookings Auto Mall. Turn your clutter into cash right now at Brookings Auto Mall. They will take anything in on trade and will buy out your lease or loan without penalties. Putting cash in your pocket has never been easier. Break free from those payments and let Brookings Auto Mall clear your clutter. Visit Brookings Auto Mall today for a quick appraisal and take advantage of their record inventory. Always open at brookingsautomall.com. We're ready to start this bottom of the fourth now. Still going to be Carter Labrie on the mound, pitching for Brandon Valley. He's given up 3 hits and only 1 run in 3 innings pitched, with 1 strikeout as well. Tegan Muntz. Maddox Shear batting. Out instantly. Caught out at third, I believe, on the fast corner. Great play from Ryland Carroll. Maddox Shear out. Tegan Muntz swing and miss on his first pitch. He was struck out in the second inning in his first appearance. The 0-1 pitch now incoming with 1 down. Swing and miss, strike 2, both swinging here for Tegan Muntz in an 0-2 hole. Harrisburg Gold leads this ball game in the bottom of the fourth, 1-0 over Brandon Valley. The 0-2 pitch. High. 1-2 is the count now for Muntz. Muntz, the left fielder. Eli Kokenge, the pitcher, is in the on-deck circle. Another ball throw. It's a 2-2 count here with 1 down. That out was Maddox Shear. Had a line drive straight into the glove of the third baseman. The full count pitch now. Foul ball. Tegan Muntz was in an 0-2 hole to start this one off. Battled his way back into a full count. Now it's a foul ball, and we've got our second full count pitch incoming. Swing and miss, strike 3. All 3 strikes were swinging. Tegan Muntz will strike out for the second time today. We bring up Eli Kokenge now. Noah Boucher in the on-deck circle. 2 outs on the board for Brandon Valley. Kokenge is pitching game 1 here for Harrisburg Gold. Here's his first pitch. High and inside. Ball 1. Strike 1 thrown, a 1-1 count with 2 outs. Kokenge hit a ground out to shortstop in his last trip to the plate. Second out of the inning last time. Another ball thrown here. Carter Labrie. Swing and miss. Went low for that one. Went golfing, did Kokenge. Funny little thing, Harrisburg Gold. It was misspelled on one of the original pamphlets that was taken out. It says Harrisburg Golf Post 45, which I think is hilarious. That one's on the ground. It's going to stay fair. The pitcher, no gloves it. Throw over to first. Got him just in time. That's out number 3. Good arm by the pitcher. Right on target, and we go to the 5th. 1-0 is your score. Harrisburg over Brandon Valley back here in 60 seconds.
Turn your clutter into cash right now at Brookings Auto Mall. Over the last few years, we've all purchased big-ticket items that are starting to collect dust. RVs, campers, motorcycles, side-by-sides, firearms, snowmobiles. We'll take anything in on trade. We will buy out your lease or loan with no penalties. Putting cash in your pocket has never been easier. Break free from those payments and let Brookings Auto Mall clean out your clutter. Visit Brookings Auto Mall today for a quick appraisal and take advantage of our record inventory. Always open at brookingsautomall.com.
What's your big picture?
To keep our main streets thriving.
To help end hunger.
To provide hospitality beyond expectation.
To remain an industry leader.
If business success is in your big picture, First Bank and Trust simplifies banking so you can stay focused on what matters most.
To keep vets all over the world looking this good.
Find out how First Bank and Trust makes growing your business easier at bankeasy.com.
Well, back here on a 90-degree day, it's 10 after 5 on Tuesday afternoon in Brookings. We're Bob Shelden Field, home of the 2024 South Dakota American Legion Class State A Senior Baseball Tournament. We're in Game 3 of a possible 15 this week. Championship Saturday is what all these teams are competing for, trying to punch that ticket to Championship Saturday. Going to be fighting for the next 3 days for the rights to compete for that state championship. Champion from last year, Harrisburg Gold, out on the mound. First pitch ball from Eli Kokenge. 1-0 is the count starting off this 5th inning. Harrisburg Gold is on top of Brandon Valley. 1-0 as we start off this 5th. It's been a fast-moving 5 innings. In fact, neither team has been able to have more than 5 batters step up to the plate in a single inning. It has been, single half inning, it has been moving quickly here. We've got a 2-1 count now. Although now that I've said that, we're going to spend an hour here in this 5th inning for sure. That is done deal. But a strike call here, swing and miss for Drake Jellema. Jellema is the designated hitter. He was struck out back in the 2nd inning. That was the 3rd out of the 2nd. This time he's going to have a grounder that will get into the glove of the second baseman. Throw over to first while he's on the ground, and they got him. What a play over at second. Had to get on the ground for it. Threw from the ground from a prone position. Carter Gronseth makes that play. Was down on his stomach, prone position, and just threw that sidearm over to first just in time. Foul ball off the bat of the next at-bat. With 1 down on the board. Now an 0-1 count here for Max Peters. Peters did hit a single in his first trip, and now he's got another chance. Little grounder to the 3rd baseman. Throw over to first. That's in time. Out number 2. 3rd baseman Noah Boucher able to get that out. That'll bring up Nolan Pudwell. This is the 9-hole batter. Center fielder for Brandon Valley. 1-0 once again is your score. We're in the top of the 5th inning on KYNTV. Throwing away baseballs. They don't like that baseball. And we're ready to go now. Top of the 5th with 2 outs. 9-hole batter in Pudwell. Pitch outside, ball 1. A lot of first pitch balls here for Eli Kokenge today. Can't argue with the results. Pitching a shutout so far. Check swing. I think he went around. Strike one, 1-1 count. 2 down on the board. We're in the top of the 5th. 1-1 pitch from Kokenge. Swing and miss, strike 2. Kokenge 1 strikeout away from another perfect inning for this Harrisburg Gold defense. 3 up, 3 down, if he can hit it. Here's the 1-2. And it's going to be shot out towards center field. The center fielder brings it into the glove, out number 3. We go to the bottom of the 5th in a 1-0 contest. My name is Tehl Tanner. You are listening to KYNTV, your home for the South Dakota American Legion Class A Senior Baseball Tournament. Let's take 60.
What's your big picture?
To make a difference.
To love what I do. To put my degree to work.
To have flexibility in my work and my wardrobe.
If managing a meaningful career is in your big picture, First Bank & Trust offers competitive pay, great benefits, and a fun, supportive culture.
So, when can you start?
To apply at First Bank & Trust, visit bankeasy.com/careers.
Turn your clutter into cash right now at Brookings Auto Mall. Over the last few years, we've all purchased big-ticket items that are starting to collect dust. RVs, campers, motorcycles, side-by-sides, firearms, snowmobiles. We'll take anything in on trade. We will buy out your lease or loan with no penalties. Putting cash in your pocket has never been easier. Break free from those payments and let Brookings Auto Mall clean out your clutter. Visit Brookings Auto Mall today for a quick appraisal and take advantage of our record inventory. Always open at brookingsautomall.com.
Is the score of this ball game. Harrisburg on top of Brandon Valley after 4.5. We're in the bottom of the 5th inning now for the Harrisburg Bats, trying to add to their lead. This will be a 7-inning contest. First pitch of the inning. Outside, looking for Noah Boucher. Boucher, the third baseman who was making defensive plays in the top of the 5th. Now batting, he did get a single in his first trip to the plate. That was in the 2nd inning. Has a chance for another and will get another here. Hits a single as he trips on the way to first base, but he got there. We're all good. No throw was incoming. He's good, had plenty of time. Doesn't matter. Single in the books. I think he was trying out for the Olympic gymnastics team there. He was just trying to somersault his way into first base. We're going to say that's the story. There was no tripping. It was just an audition. That's all it was. No Boucher safe at first. First pitch ball on the outside, showing bunt there was Palmer Boyd. Update from the Olympics, by the way. We did have a USA gold medal team once again. The U.S. women's gymnastics team, Suni Lee, Simone Biles, and the rest, won gold over in Paris. Here's the 1-0. Little bunt, gonna advance the runner, throw over to first. The sacrifice bunt works. Throw back to second. He's got to get back on base. Did they get him? It was actually close. Boucher had a little bit of a thing there, went past second, and they nearly got him on the sacrifice bunt, but he does get back in time. Palmer Boyd, however, is out. Now Cohen Cook is back up. This is the guy who scored that one run that we've had in this contest. One out on the board with a runner on second. First pitch from Labrie, looking for Cook, outside, ball one. Cohen Cook hit a single, stole second to get there. Then Carter Gronseth, who is on deck, hit a grounder that he got out, but he did advance the runner to third and then was brought home on an RBI single from Jack Riley. That was back in the 3rd inning. We're now in the bottom of the 5th. Swing and miss, 0 for that one. Harrisburg Golf, once again, the 1-1 count with one out. Those of you that didn't know, on one of the original brackets that were first set out from the Legion. Harrisburg Gold was misspelled Harrisburg Golf, and I just find that funny. Here's the 1-1. Inside. Ball 2 thrown here from Carter Labrie. We're in the bottom of the 5th. 1-0 is the score. Back in the 3rd inning, once again, it was Cohen Cook who was making his first trip back to the plate since scoring that run. Has a runner leading off of second in Noah Boucher. Cook just got a piece of that one for a foul ball and strike 2. It's a 2-2 count now with 1 down in the bottom of the 5th. Palmer Boyd advanced Noah Boucher from first to second on a sacrifice bunt. Now Harrisburg Gold playing strategy ball here, has a man in scoring position with 1 out. And a wild pitch will get by the catcher, and that might change things up for Harrisburg as they have a runner on 3rd. Boucher now only a few feet away. Short little jog to home plate. Cohen Cook get one up in the air. He's got a full count. Here's the pitch. High fly ball. I didn't mean like that. Not that kind of up in the air. Will be caught out in center and thrown into home. Runner stays on 3rd. Cohen Cook flies out to center field. Boucher stands on 3rd. I feel like I'll take the responsibility for that one. That was my bad. I did tell him to put one in the air. I did say that. He did do what I said. So he'll fly out to center. Runner still in scoring position for Harrisburg Gold, however, with 2 outs on the board. Carter Gronseth, the 9-hole batter, going to try and get Noah Boucher home. First pitch, swing and miss. Strike 1. 2 outs on the board. Brandon Valley has a chance to get Noah Boucher left on base and keep this a 1-0 contest. We are in the bottom of the 5th. Down the left field line, brought in by the 3rd baseman, throw over to first, and they will leave Boucher on 3rd. 1, 2, 3. 3 outs on the board for Harrisburg. We go to the 6th now on KYNTV in a 1-0 fast-moving ball game. I'm Tehl Tanner, back in 60.
What's your big picture?
To actually have savings in my savings.
To pay at the pump.
To make life easier.
To spend less. Wait, to make more.
If making the most of your time and money is in your big picture, First Bank & Trust has you covered with award-winning customer service and local experts.
To keep having fun.
Oh, to keep up with her.
Find out how First Bank & Trust helps you bank easier at bankeasy.com.
Turn your clutter into cash right now at Brookings Auto Mall. Over the last few years, we've all purchased big-ticket items that are starting to collect dust. RVs, campers, motorcycles, side-by-sides, firearms, snowmobiles. We'll take anything in on trade. We will buy out your lease or loan with no penalties. Putting cash in your pocket has never been easier. Break free from those payments and let Brookings Auto Mall clean out your clutter. Visit Brookings Auto Mall today for a quick appraisal and take advantage of our record inventory. Always open at brookingsautomall.com.
Is the score of the contest as we go to 6th innings on KYNT. 1-0 once again is the score of this ball game. In the bottom of the 3rd, it was Cohen Cook who was hit home on an RBI single from Jack Riley. Cohen Cook stole second to get in scoring position and then was hit to 3rd after a ground out from Carter Gronseth. Jack Riley hit him home, and that is the lone score we've had so far. First pitch of this inning is right into the glove of the 2nd baseman, Chase Leary, who is the leadoff batter for Brandon Valley. Will have a little line drive straight into the glove. Carter Gronseth. Knutson going to put one straight to Gronseth as well. On the ground this time. Throw over to first. And 2 up, 2 down off 2 pitches from Eli Kokenge. This Harrisburg infield is working like a well-oiled machine in game 1 of this tournament. Aiden Zur now up to bat with 2 outs on the board. Very good pitcher is Aiden Zur. In fact, is signed on to pitch at about the highest level in Power 5 D1. He is signed on to play at Notre Dame. He's now playing in our American Legion State Class A tournament. Zur once again going to be at Notre Dame next year. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Outside. Going to be pitching there. I can't wait to see him pitch in this tournament. Zur batting third in the lineup. Takes a strike in the next pitch. He has a 2-2 count with 2 outs on the board, nobody on base. Harrisburg Gold got the first 2 batters out off 2 pitches, a fly out and a ground out, both to second. Here's the 2-2. Inside, make it a full count. The full count pitch. Straight to second once again, fielded cleanly. That second baseman had 1 good inning. Carter Gronseth makes the play all 3 times. And 1-2-3 goes Brandon Valley. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning on KYNTV. We'll take a break, come back in 60 seconds, and we'll thank our sponsors.
Turn your clutter into cash right now at Brookings Auto Mall. Over the last few years, we've all purchased big-ticket items that are starting to collect dust. RVs, campers, motorcycles, side-by-sides, firearms, snowmobiles. We'll take anything in on trade. We will buy out your lease or loan with no penalties. Putting cash in your pocket has never been easier. Break free from those payments and let Brookings Auto Mall clean out your clutter. Visit Brookings Auto Mall today for a quick appraisal and take advantage of our record inventory. Always open at brookingsautomall.com.
What's your big picture?
To fix my fixer-upper.
To be done renting.
To make more room.
If a great home is in your big picture, First Bank & Trust can help you navigate buying, building, or remodeling with local mortgage experts who make it easy.
To give Hazel a big backyard.
Find out how First Bank & Trust makes home buying easier at bankeasy.com.
All right, we are back here on KYNTV. Let's thank one of our sponsors here today in Brookings Auto Mall. Turn your clutter into cash right now at Brookings Auto Mall. They will take anything in on trade and will buy out your lease or loan without penalties. Putting cash in your pocket has never been easier. Break free from those payments and let Brookings Auto Mall clear your clutter. Visit Brookings Auto Mall today for a quick appraisal and take advantage of their record inventory. Always open at brookingsautomall.com. We're ready to go here. Bottom of the 6th in a 1-0 contest. Foul ball off the bat to start this one off. It's Jack Riley who will be our leadoff hitter. We have still yet to have a single inning where 5 batters go through. Both defenses have been working very, very well. Both pitchers have been throwing very efficiently today. It's a 1-1 count now. Out and towards center field. This one's deep, back towards the fence. The wind might have kept that one in way back near what would be a warning track. There is no warning track at this field, but it is caught out in center field by Nolan Pudwill. And no warning track out there in the outfield in this one. That would have been on it for sure. So Riley will fly out to center. That'll bring up Max Carlson. Out towards left field. This one's back as well. The left fielder going back towards the fence. Makes the catch. No, he dropped it. Thought it was in the glove. Now he throws it into second. That's a double for Harrisburg Gold. Looked like an impressive catch, but just could not bring it in. It one-hopped into the fence, and Max Carlson gets the double. Maddox Shear now will come up to bat. Nope, we've got a mound visit first from Brandon Valley. You got to wonder if we're approaching territory where we're going to be making pitching changes. We're in the 6th inning, and both pitchers have gone the distance. Pitch count is about 60 for Labrie, so they could keep him out there if they'd like. Once again, both pitchers have been very efficient. But his pitch count is approaching 60. I believe he's at 57 right now. On the other end, Eli Kokenge for Harrisburg currently sits at 73 total pitches. So both can stay out there for a while longer. We're in the bottom of the 6th inning. Harrisburg Gold is 3 outs away from victory when we go to the 7th. Just a matter of whether they're going to hold on to a 1-run lead or put some more on the board for some cushion room. Maddox Shear now up to bat. Ball throw, 1-0 count. Runner stays home at second. It's Max Carlson out there once again. Tegan Muntz in the on-deck circle. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Outside. Ball 2. 2-0 count with 1 down. For Maddox Shear. Maddox Shear yet to get on base today. He's had a fly out and a ground out. The fly out to right, the ground out to third. The 2-0 pitch. Carter Labrie still out there. Just got the strike zone on that one. 2-1 count. Hit that outside corner. A 2-1 pitch incoming from Labrie. One 1-0 ball game, runner on second. Low. Make it a 3-1 count. Labrie down in the count now with 1 down. Don't want to put more than 1 on base here. If you're Brandon Valley, you really need to get 2 outs before any more runs score. You haven't been able to get somebody home yet, and you have to do it in the 7th. Don't want to give yourself any more trouble. Got a grounder straight to the shortstop this time. Throw over to first. Catch is made at first. 1 out, but a runner does advance to third with 2 outs on the board. Maddox Shear will ground out to short. And Tegan Muntz will come up to bat. But the ground out does bring Max Carlson, who hit a double out towards left field. One hopped into the fence. It was a very strong hit. One of the best we've seen today. And now he is on third base. Swing and miss for Tegan Muntz. Man going to try and bring him home with 2 outs on the board. Tegan Muntz has struck out twice in his first 2 at-bats today. Now he can be the man to extend this lead. He's going to ground it to the shortstop, who cannot get there in time. That's going to be an RBI single for Tegan Muntz. Max Carlson scores the run. It's a 2-0 ball game now. Harrisburg is on top in the bottom of this 6th inning. And we're going to have a pinch runner come in, looks like, for Tegan Muntz. See who that is here for you in a moment. That is Tate Larson. Tate Larson out there. Pinch running for the left fielder, Tegan Muntz. Eli Kokenge now up to bat. This is the pitcher. We'll see if they march him out there for the 7th. They might roll out a closer, but he has gone the distance so far. 2-0 is the score of this ball game. Outside for Kokenge on the first pitch from Carter Labrie. Labrie has gone the distance as well. Both pitchers have gone the full 6. Well, I suppose Labrie has done 5 2/3. Foul ball. Runner tried to steal. Foul ball. 1-1 count with 2 down. Tate Larson, once again, is the runner on first. Harrisburg Gold just put one of their fastest guys on base. Throw over to first. Larson returns to the bag. Carter Labrie on the mound for Brandon Valley. Pitch count at about 65. Now 66. Foul ball. That'll make it a 1-2 count here for Eli Kokenge. Throw over to first again. Larson returns to the bag. This time had to slide in. Had a healthy lead. Now we'll take that healthy lead off once again. It's Kokenge batting with a 1-2 count with 2 outs on the board. We're in the bottom of the 6th and a 2-0 game. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. Throw over to second. Not in time. Stolen base for Tate Larson. The 2-2 pitch now with 2 down and a runner in scoring position. Labrie pitching at Kokenge. Out towards left field. This one is to the left fielder and caught for out number 3. Harrisburg leaves 1 on, but they get 1 to score in the bottom of the 6th. It is 2-0 is the score. Brandon Valley has to get 2 runs to score before 3 outs or this game will be done. This is KYNTV, back in 60 seconds for the 7th inning.
What's your big picture?
To make a difference.
To love what I do. To put my degree to work.
To have flexibility in my work and my wardrobe.
If managing a meaningful career is in your big picture, First Bank & Trust offers competitive pay, great benefits, and a fun, supportive culture.
So, when can you start?
To apply at First Bank & Trust, visit bankeasy.com/careers.
Turn your clutter into cash right now at Brookings Auto Mall. Over the last few years, we've all purchased big-ticket items that are starting to collect dust. RVs, campers, motorcycles, side-by-sides, firearms, snowmobiles. We'll take anything in on trade. We will buy out your lease or loan with no penalties. Putting cash in your pocket has never been easier. Break free from those payments and let Brookings Auto Mall clean out your clutter. Visit Brookings Auto Mall today for a quick appraisal and take advantage of our record inventory. Always open at brookingsautomall.com.
One final inning of regulation. 2-0 is the score of this ball game. Brandon Valley has got to put up 2 runs right now in order to extend this ball game. Harrisburg Gold, however, is 3 outs away from finishing their first game of the tournament. This is Game 3. Game 1 was taken by Watertown over Sioux Falls East, 4-2. Game 2, Renner defeated Yankton in 10 innings, 7-6. These are 7-inning contests here, by the way. First pitch strike from Kokenge. They do march out Eli Kokenge for this 7th inning. He'll face Rylan Carroll. Next pitch outside. 1-1 count. Rylan Carroll has a fly out and a ground out. Grounder into a double play here in this game. This is his 3rd plate appearance, coming in the top of the 7th. Swing and miss, strike 2. Kokenge has gone the distance. Has a chance to pitch the full game. That was pitch number 76. He needs 3 more outs. Here's the 1-2. Just caught the strike zone. Strike 3. Got him looking. That'll bring up Jackson Adams now with 1 out on the board, and we're going to have a mound visit. Harrisburg coach calls in his infield. We might be having a closing pitcher, I believe. Yeah, it looks like Kokenj's day is done. So Kokenj will not get to pitch the full 7. We will have a new pitcher out there. Give you his name here. It is going to be Kaysen Severson. Kaysen Severson, I believe, is the man out there. Let's go ahead and take a quick 60 seconds while he warms up. Back after this on KYNT.
Turn your clutter into cash right now at Brookings Auto Mall. Over the last few years, we've all purchased big-ticket items that are starting to collect dust. RVs, campers, motorcycles, side-by-sides, firearms, snowmobiles. We'll take anything in on trade. We will buy out your lease or loan with no penalties. Putting cash in your pocket has never been easier. Break free from those payments and let Brookings Auto Mall clean out your clutter. Visit Brookings Auto Mall today for a quick appraisal and take advantage of our record inventory. Always open at brookingsautomall.com.
What's your big picture?
To keep our main streets thriving.
To help end hunger.
To provide hospitality beyond expectation.
To remain an industry leader.
If business success is in your big picture, First Bank and Trust simplifies banking so you can stay focused on what matters most.
To keep vets all over the world looking this good.
Find out how First Bank and Trust makes growing your business easier at bankeasy.com.
All right, we did get the update. I was wrong. It was not number 4 who came in to pitch. It was number 3, Palmer Boyd, who's going to come in from right field to finish off this inning. He's got 2 outs to get. And we do have Tate Larson, who we did see as a pinch runner in that last inning. Came in and pinch ran for Tegan Muntz. Ended up stealing a base. Got on second, was left there, but did steal that base. And he will be out in center. Cook will stay out in left. Kokenj will move to shortstop. And Maddox Shear, who was at shortstop, goes to right. That is your new infield for Harrisburg Gold, as we have our 2 more outs to get for Harrisburg Gold. Now for Brandon Valley, they've got to get 2 runs here in this 7th inning. They've got 1 out on the board, no runs scored so far. This is a 2-0 contest. Palmer Boyd will try and now pick up where Eli Kokenj left off, finish up this ball game. Grounder to short. Didn't field it cleanly, did Kokenj. That was the first ground ball hit his way after moving to short from the mound. Gotta wonder if that has to do with it a little. Just misread that one. And now a man on base for Brandon Valley.
What's your big picture?
0-1 count with 1 down. Just caught the strike zone there. Palmer Boyd finds it. Strike 1. Brighton Stroh is batting after 1 hit. And now a fly ball. The first baseman trying to get underneath it for Harrisburg. It will make out number 2. The catch made by Jack Riley. 1 out left to get for Harrisburg Gold. Drake Jellema, the designated hitter, into bat. 2 outs on the board. Runner on first, down 2. Here's the pitch. Outside, first pitch ball here from Palmer Boyd. Two outs on the board. Another ball pitch here from Boyd. It's a 2-0 count with 2 down. Harrisburg leads this ball game 2-0. They are 1 out away from finishing this one. Another low pitch, make it a 3-0 count. Don't want to put a man on base off a walk. 2 outs, or two runs to get for Brandon Valley. Don't want to have 2 on base. 3-0 is the count here for Palmer Boyd. There's the pitch. Got the strike zone that time. Strike 1, 3-1 count with 2 outs. Drake Jellema, the designated hitter, lefty in the box. Here's the pitch. Outside, walked his batter. And now Jellema, who just got walked, will represent the tying run of this game. He'll stand on first. This is wild, but if I'm not mistaken, that is actually our first walk of this game. Yeah, it is. That is the very first walk for either team of this ball game. Like I said, we had very good pitching in this game 3. Both starting pitchers went a full 6, and Kokenge got 1 out in the 7th. We'll give you both of their final stats here in our post-game show as well. But first, Brandon Valley is threatening to send this one to the bottom of the 7th. They have the tying run on first base. They just got to get him home and the man on second home. Jackson Adams stands on second, and Drake Jellema is leading off of first. Now Max Peters is ready to bat. This is the first baseman batting in the 8th spot in this 7th inning. Palmer Boyd throws one inside, ball 1. Winner of Game 3 is going to play Watertown post 17 tomorrow at 4 p.m. Game 3 today, winner will be Game 3 tomorrow. Swing and miss, strike 1 there. 1-1 count with 2 outs. Harrisburg Gold is 1 out away from victory. Brandon Valley needs to get both men on base home to extend this game. 1-1 pitch. Inside. Did that hit his knee? It did. And a hit by pitch will now load the bases. Bases are loaded for Brandon Valley. So the decision was made to go in another direction from Eli Kokenge, who had pitched the entire game. He was getting up there in pitches. He had thrown a total of 77. They bring in Palmer Boyd, and we had a single, a ground out, a walk, and an HBP in the last 2 batters. A walk and a hit by pitch. And now we have Nolan Pudwill, who is the 9-hole batter for Brandon Valley, going to be stepping up to bat. The 9-hole batter has a chance to potentially put Brandon Valley on top here. Bases are loaded. Down 2 is the 8 seed. This is a 1-8 matchup once again. So Brandon Valley has given Harrisburg a late scare. This is the closest they've been to scoring all game. Bases loaded for the first time. Here we go, Nolan Pudwill, right-handed batter, is going to be the man. His first trip up, he had a sacrifice bunt to advance a runner, who was then left on base later, and then he flew out to center in the 5th. Now stepping up in the 7th with bases loaded. Palmer Boyd on the mound. 2 outs on the board. Swing and miss, strike 1. Brandon Valley trying to extend this ball game. Palmer Boyd trying to end it. The 0-1 pitch. Just outside that time. Missed the strike zone for a 1-1 count. You can feel the intensity of the crowd here in Brookings. This batter is the ball game. The 1-1. Swing and miss, strike two. Now down in the count is Nolan Pudwill. 1-2. 2 outs on the board, top of the 7th. The 1-2 pitch from Palmer Boyd. Fires. And it's a grounder to second. Bring it into the glove. Throw over to first base, and the catch is made. Harrisburg Gold will take game 3. Driving off a late scare from Brandon Valley, it will be a 2-0 final contest. Brandon Valley will leave 3 on base in the 7th. Bases loaded, and they couldn't get him home. Harrisburg Gold wins 2-0. And who else? It was Carter Gronseth over at second that made that play. It was defensive plays all game long. This game brought to you by First Bank and Trust. They're proud to support the 2024 American Legion State Tournament and wish the best of luck to all the competing athletes. Find out how First Bank and Trust helps you bank easier at bankeasy.com or visit them at 520 6th Street in Brookings. Well, final score 2-0 of Game 3. We've got Game 4 around the corner. The home team, host site Brookings, the 7 seed in this one, going to be taking on Rapid City Post 22. That is a 2-7 seed game. Post 22, the 2 seed. Brookings Post 74, the 7 seed. That is going to be coming up at 7 p.m. will be the start of that one. And Barry Hine will be taking over play-by-play duties for us here at KYNTV. Special thanks to Friends of Brookings Baseball for their accommodations here at Bob Shelden Field in Brookings, allowing us to cover this state tournament to the best of our ability. To the sponsors of this tournament, First Bank and Trust, Brookings Auto Mall, and Hampton Inn and Suites, and of course to you for viewing this tournament on KYNTV for the 2nd straight year. We appreciate you. For our crew here, obviously Bryce Ladwig, KYNTV director and producer. I'm here calling this ball game. My name's Tehl Tanner. Brayden Butler doing a lot of calling as well, and Austin Cottle, our on-site technical operator. We appreciate you guys. With that, let's go ahead and go over our final stats here, brought to you by the Hampton Inn and Suites, and our final bracket review as well. Hampton Inn and Suites by Hilton, located next to I-29, a mile from Dana J. Dykhouse Stadium in the SDSU campus, and a 2-minute drive to conventions and events at the Swiffle Center. You can start your day with a free hot breakfast, work from your room with free Wi-Fi, and relax in the indoor pool. All at the Hampton Inn and Suites by Hilton in Brookings, the official state tournament hotel partner. Let's take a quick look at this final score here. Once again, 2-0. It will be a shutout victory for the 1 seed Harrisburg Gold. 6 hits to 5 hits. Harrisburg did get the edge in hits in the end of it, 6-5, and they get the win, obviously 2-0. The hits for Harrisburg came in from Jack Riley, Carlson, Muntz, and 2 from Boucher and 1 from Cohen Cook. Those were the 6 hits. The RBIs came in from Jack Riley and Tegan Muntz, and the 2 runs were scored by Cohen Cook first and Max Carlson second. Go to the pitching for Harrisburg Gold. It was Eli Kokenge who did the first 6 innings and the first out of the 7th. He had 4 hits allowed, no runs, 7 strikeouts in the ballgame. Palmer Boyd came in and finished it off, had 1 hit allowed, those final 2 outs as well, 1 walk, 1 HBP, did not allow a run, and got that final win. For Brandon Valley, we'll go over their final stats. They ended up with 5 total hits, no runs scored, but 5 hits. 1 came from Knutson, 1 from Zur.